Hi everybody, it's Lavinia. I just wanted to show you the aquarium. So this has been about a week here, and I bought some plants as well as some rocks and some other decorations. So I got these all at Petco. So I bought this siphon vacuum gravel cleaner. It says from 1 to 15 gallons. So this again is a 10-gallon fish tank. This came with the tank, so I also bought this for the plants, aquarium plant food. I bought these river rock type of, it says here gravel accents, just so I can anchor down some of the plants. I also bought this. This is Acatillo, which actually grows here, well, in Arizona, in Phoenix. We used to have an Acatillo plant. So I have that, and then let me get the plants and I'll show you. So I bought these four. This is in a tube. This is Asian water fern. This is Anubias. I took off the little card. This also in a tube is Wisteria. And this I saw and I thought it would be kind of cool to get. It's like a little bridge with this moss, and I guess it grows. And actually when I was at the checkout, the cashier said she has this in her tank. So it says sprouts live plants in 4 to 10 days. So I'm going to go ahead and add these plants in. I've watched some videos on these two plants and also how they are raised actually out of the water. So when you actually put them in the water, they may start to die back, or they call it melting away. So I think I'm just going to add these to the top of the tank and we'll go from there. So this is the Anubias, and I just wanted to let you know that all these plants, to keep them moist, are kept in some sort of gel. I guess it's agar is what they call it, and some crystals just to retain the moisture. So I am going to go ahead, oh, that's kind of cool, there's several different plants in here. I am going to go ahead and rinse this out in the sink that I have in our laundry room, and then I'll put them in the tank. So in that container I had 4 plants, and I'm just going to drop them here at the top of the tank. Again, because I don't want them to melt back all the way, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. I didn't see it in any video. I am just worried that because they weren't submerged, that they would lose all the leaves. So I'm going to try that. These type of plants don't have to be submerged in the gravel. They can just be anchored. So that's what I'm going to do here. Well, I thought they would float, but they don't. But I will then use those river rocks. I'm going to go ahead and rinse them off once I'm done with all the plants, and then I'll figure out where to put them. This is the Asian water fern, and it easily came out. And I was watching someone's video, I'm afraid I don't remember who, but he actually said that you don't want to plant this like this, the way it comes out of the box or the tube, because it's actually held together by string. So you want to actually get rid of that string and separate the plants. Otherwise you risk it suffocating because they're all held together here. So that's what I'm going to do next with the fern. Okay, so I've taken some scissors and I've clipped away at some of that string. And I'm so glad. The only reason I found that out is because I just happened to look on YouTube for each of these plants and just see, whether they need to be anchored, best ways to, if they go in the substrate. And that's just how I found out about this. Here's the string. I also have to get rid of, yep, so see, this is all string. So, again, I can't remember the channel, but that was the only channel that I've seen where he happened to mention this. I wonder if people even know that they're string, because you can't really tell because it's dark like the roots here. And especially if you've never grown this before, you wouldn't have known. Or at least that's how I found out. So I'm going to continue with this. There's still some more string here that I want to cut off, so I don't want to hurt the plant. All right, so I got rid of that. And so here, whereas it looked like it was one plant, I actually have, here's one, here's two, here's three, and here's four. Here's some of that string. I want to make sure again that this is all just one. Yep. So again, here too, I have 4 plants. And these, I guess, are what are called rhizomes. So here's the rhizome, and these two, from what I've seen, need to be not planted in substrate, but just above. So I'm just going, and I really look how pretty they are. Now again, they may melt back because they were growing above water, but eventually they will get their water leaves. So I'm just going to put those in there so they get used to that. And then, so this one is the Wisteria. And from what I understand, Wisteria, when it's grown above water, the leaves are going to be different than if they were grown underwater. Sometimes these can be a little bit tough. You don't want to hurt the plant. So let me take a look here. Oh, this came out really easy too. Now see, there's some dead material here. I'm going to see if I can easily take that out. Okay. So here's all that gel. So this one too has several plants in here. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off. So I rinsed it off, but you see here where this little break is, there's another little plant that's popping out there. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these in water and just have them get acclimated. And I was hoping to get my snails tomorrow, but I think maybe I'll wait and see, maybe for next weekend and just have these get acclimated. And I'll show you what they look like. Okay, next I'm just going to go ahead and put this in there as well. All right, so here's what my tank looks like so far. I just have some of the plants floating. I have the Aqua piece floating. Eventually, once that soaks up the water, it will fall down. Have the little bridge cover there. I did turn off the filter. So the Anubias there. And again, just want to get these plants acclimated. So hopefully they don't die back too much. And then eventually I'll put in the gravel. So that's it so far. And I think I'll also add in a little bit of the plant food, just so that the plants have something to feed on as well. All right, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, if again, there's no fish, there's no snails, there's nothing except for the aquatic plants that I've put in here first just to get them acclimated. I will eventually have these tied down to river rocks so they can get settled in, and hopefully next week I will get my snails. So hope you like, subscribe, and see you soon. Bye.